Jantanandi, Rajamani, can you hear Mawa Hinwade? Pragati, can you hear me?
No, Andrew.
Oh, right.
Hello, Bante. Hello, Bante.
Oh, hello, Rahul.
Hello.
Can you hear me?
How are you?
Oh, good evening. Balji, can you hear me?
Yes, I'm able to hear you, Swami.
Oh, very nice. Very nice. Everyone, please say 3 times together with a very happy heart. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. Very nice. Good evening, all the dear meditators, Dhamma friends. Today, on this evening, that means 16th April 2021. On this Friday evening too, we are here to keep another step forward in the Dhamma path, in the spiritual path, in the path of practice that we are following, that we are practicing. So gradually I can see there are various kinds of developments in various meditators' lives. So yesterday one of the past meditators came to meet me, and he told me how 3 years ago he started coming to the meditation practice 3 years ago. How this practice changed his life. It was a very moving story, but somehow we need to understand that such kind of steps, such kind of developments happen in your life, not only because of the teacher. Teacher only can do 25% of your development. That means he or she only can show you the path as he or she can. 75% of the success belongs to you, for your dedication, for your constant practice, and for your determination. If there is no determination, so if you don't listen and if you don't properly understand the practice, then it's hard. But somehow I can see, I am glad that many of you have developed in life after getting into this practice and after starting this practice. I can see, and you also can experience that there is a certain kind of a development in your life. It's a great thing, but keep on. But you need to understand that within 3 months or within 1 year, there won't be a huge development. Even though there is a development, you need the dedication once again to maintain and develop it from the develop it continuously, to maintain it continuously, to preserve it continuously. So please give your dedication to that. Is so much important for the success of your practice. At the same time, boundaries are important too. I taught you that when you practice, you need to keep boundaries.
Hunty, straight up.
Right. Wait for a moment. Right. When you come from the work to your home, don't bring the office to your home. Always, if you finish your work at 5 o'clock, then let it go. After that, be yourself, and this is another time, and don't keep those stuff in your mind. And when you come home, leave the office work at the office and come into your home.
Vanish.
Right. Right. So I would like to ask everyone to mute so that right. So right. So when you come your home,
Meditation, baby.
right. Please.
What up, Maggie? How you doing, Maggie? Maggie, fine. You want me?
So right. So whenever you practice, so always you need to right. Okay. So always you need to keep the boundaries. That is so much important. And so when you come home, always leave the office works at the office place, and when you come home, always come with a fresh mind. Don't think about that once again. If it is only needed, you will pay attention to it. So if not, what will happen is definitely you will develop stress inside you, and I can see it is happening in various kinds of families nowadays. So it is so much important to practice. So when you come home with clean hands. You don't think about all the things which happen in the office. So wherever you go, whatever you do, be there. Always be there, and always be attain to that moment. I asked you to use the very practice. I ask you to use the very practice, very mindfulness that you develop in your day-to-day life. Whatever the action that you do, it is very important to execute, to apply that mindfulness in those particular actions. That is so much important. So for now, you started with mindfulness so habits. That means you started to apply it. So you started to apply it with so I asked you to apply it for a day-to-day activity. Maybe you might be applying it to your brushing, or while you are eating, maybe you are applying it gradually. Please try to apply that very mindfulness to each and every activity that you do during your day-to-day life. So like that, so always let your mind to be there at each and every moment. So this very present moment, you can't compare that moment with the past moments. So right. So right? So don't compare this very moment with the other moments. So this moment is this moment, the other moments are other moments. So always this moment is very unique. Try to live right now at this very present moment, and please try to apply your mindfulness like that throughout your life, living in the present moments. Very important. So now we are going to start today's meditation, and today too I asked the older students to continue with the third step of breathing meditation. Please keep your entire attention to the area below the nostrils and above the upper lip, to the small triangular area. Within this area, feel the touch of the breath, and when the touch of the breath is not there, try to be aware about the sensations that you feel there. Maybe heat, maybe toughness, maybe hardness, or so maybe hardness, or maybe coldness. Let it be anything. So be aware about that particular sensation. And when you feel the touch of the breath, be aware about the touch of the breath. But the students who are just beginners for the meditation and who just joined recently, they are asked to practice the basic breathing meditation technique. So when the breath is coming in, you will observe the breath up to the end of your nostrils. It will, when the breath comes in, it will touch the end of your nostrils and will go inside. When it comes out too, it will touch the very same place and will go outside. When it is coming, you are aware, and you are aware that it is coming in. And then when it is going out, you are aware that it is going out. If it is long, be aware that it is long. If it is short, be aware that it is short. If it is gross, be aware that it is gross. If it is soft, be aware that it is soft. Like that, keep on being aware about the normal, natural bare breath, and let it flow. Let it flow always naturally. Don't try to control it. So please practice like that. Now we are going to start the meditation today. Right. Everyone, please sit comfortably. Keep your back straight. Please keep your neck straight. Head straight. Keep your right palm on your left palm and close your eyes. Not very tightly, not very smoothly, to the level that you can cover your sight. Now everyone, please relax. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Now everyone, according to the instructions, with a very calm mind, please start the meditation. May your meditation be very, very successful. Very, very successful. Please start the meditation right now. Now everyone, please get ready to share loving kindness with all the beings in the world. So don't open the eyes, stay the same. But the new meditators, if your legs are paining, you can relax them. You can relax them, but eyes should always stay closed. With a very calm mind, very calm mind. May I be well. May I be happy. May I be peaceful. May I come out of anger, hatred, jealousy, ill will, and all the negativities. May I enjoy real peace, real happiness. Spread loving kindness towards you. May I be well. May I be happy. May I be peaceful. May I come out of anger, hatred, jealousy, ill will, and all the negativities. Now let's think of parents, relatives, and friends. May my parents, may my relatives and friends be well, be happy, be peaceful. May they also come out of anger, hatred, jealousy, ill will, and all the negativities. May they enjoy real peace, real happiness, real happiness. Let's think about our enemies. The people that have done hurtful things towards you. First of all, please forgive them, because all of us have negativities. Because of those negativities, we do hurtful things to hurt others. We are also not enlightened. We also have the same nature of nature to be overwhelmed, to get overwhelmed by negativities. We are also have the ability. We also have the ability to do wrong actions, hurtful actions. So we are the same. We are similar in nature. So we forgive for their mistakes, and we ask forgiveness for our mistakes. Let's share loving kindness. May all my enemies be well, be happy, be peaceful. May they come out of anger, hatred, jealousy, ill will, and all the negativities. May my enemies also attain real peace, real happiness, real happiness. Let's think about all the beings in the world. May all the beings in the world, from the tiniest to the biggest, from the weakest to the most powerful, from the ugliest to the most beautiful, we equally think of all the beings, each and every being in this whole universe, regardless of their differences. We share our loving kindness with all of them. May all beings be well. May all beings be happy. May all beings be peaceful. May all beings come out of anger, hatred, jealousy, ill will, and all the negativities. May all beings enjoy real peace, real happiness, real happiness. Spread loving kindness towards all the beings, all the beings. Now everyone, very calmly, please open your eyes. Relax yourself. Now unmute yourself and please say 3 times together. Sadhu,
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 sadhu.
sadhu.
Dear Dhamma friends, so since this week we only have another 2 weeks to practice breathing meditation. Then after that, we are not going to practice breathing meditation during the meditation time. That means during the meditation program time. So we will. So I will help you in if you had problems. If you have any problems in practicing breathing meditation technique, At that time, at such kind of times, I will help you to figure out and come out of those difficulties. But during the main program, after 2 weeks, we are not going to practice breathing meditation. Instead, we are going to start practicing Vipassana meditation. So in the next week, I will teach you what is Vipassana and what is Vipassana meditation. And then in the next week, I will teach you what are the benefits that we can gain by practicing Vipassana meditation. Then since the month of May, we are going to start practicing the precious great meditation technique of Vipassana. So I think some of you almost know that only by practicing breathing meditation, only you can suppress the negativities. You cannot get rid of all the negativities. So to get rid of all the negativities, you need a deep psychological operation inside. So for that, which helps is Vipassana meditation. So it is the thing, it is the meditation technique which shows us the world as it is. It is the meditation technique which shows the things as they really are. So we are going to start practicing that meditation technique since the month of May. So today, you are allowed, you are requested to forward all kinds of questions that you do have about breathing meditation technique. So for all those questions, today I will answer as much as questions that I can answer. If not, later on you can, if this time is not enough, if you have a list of questions, you can text me. Then after that we can discuss too. But for today, I am going to answer as much as questions that you do have, which are related to the breathing meditation technique. Breathing meditation technique only, right? Now this is the time for you to ask questions, if you do have, which are related to breathing meditation technique, Anapanasati meditation, right? Yes, yes, Mr. Howard. Yes.
Good evening, Bhante. It's so nice to
Good
see
evening, Mr. Howard.
My question is, when I'm breathing out, I can definitely recognize the sensation breathing in because the air is colder on that triangle on my lip.
Yes.
But when I blow out because of my mustache, I often don't feel very much. It's so subtle, and I really deeply try to identify that area and isolate it, but still it's so hard to often feel that. So tonight you had said something about feeling like feeling maybe a hardness or a softness in that area. That helped a little, but I'm not quite sure what some of the words are, what some of the terminology is that you're using.
All right. So gradually, Mr. Howard, when you start feeling those kinds of sensations, so if you start feeling coldness, heat, hardness, itching sensation, twinkling sensation, or any sensation within this area, that means so the more you start to feel the real sensation, not imaginary ones. Don't try to imagine. Always try to feel, try to observe, try to focus on real sensations, original sensation, natural sensation. Then what will happen is, so the mind it will start to become sharper. Then what will happen is you will, so so this sensation of breathing, it's a at such times when you develop that sharpness of mind, what will happen is, so then the sensation of breath, it becomes so clear. It becomes so clear, you can easily observe it. But if you don't feel those sensations over there properly, that means still the sharpness of your mind has not reached that level. So before you start practicing breathing meditation, please do like this. So before focusing on the breath, so just without thinking breath is coming or breath is going out, so without thinking anything, just pay your attention to this area, and just relax. Let the whole body to relax. Let the whole body to relax, and give your entire attention to this area, and try to be aware for a moment. Be aware for a moment, and let your mind to naturally feel it. So don't start practicing the meditation until you naturally feel the sensation of breathing. So not only incoming breath, but also so outgoing breath. So if you start feeling several breaths naturally, both incoming breath and out, the touch of incoming breath and the touch of outgoing breath, if you feel the both, then after that, please start practicing breathing meditation. So at least 1 or 2 minutes before you start practicing breathing meditation, please stay like that. I think it will help you. It will help you so to develop the basic tranquility, which needs basic calmness, basic relaxation, which the mind needs to observe the natural breath, natural touch of the breath. Did you understand, Mr. Juan?
Yes, Bhante, thank you very much. That, especially the tip about what to do before I really, it's like I have a pre-meditation before I meditate. I have a
Yes.
very focus to identify something and then move into the more deeper concentration.
Yes,
But
very
allowing things to rise up, this is not it's not a truly like sensory where am I trying to, I think about and I have an identification of something, but allowing it to rise up so I can just experience it.
Yes, that is what you need to do. As you mentioned here, you have to do pre-meditation before you start meditation. So please do like that. Stay for a while, relaxing your whole body, and just observing the feelings, especially the breath, without starting the main meditation. So without following the main meditation instructions for 1 or 2 minutes, just stay and relax, and letting the mind to be sensible enough uh, to your breath, to the sensation of your breath. So after that, when you start, you can start, then you will be able to easily feel the touch of the breath. So
Thank you, Bhante.
yes, you are very welcome, Mr. Juan. You can hands up if you have a question. Right. Balji, do you have any question? Right, me from. Oh, yes, Mr.
I do have another question, but I wanted to wait to see if anybody else.
Right. Yes. Yes.
Do you want me to go ahead, Bhante?
Yeah, wait for a moment.
Certainly.
Sonal, do you have any question?
No, Bhante. Like, so far, so good. Yes. Thank you.
Right. How about Balaji?
I don't have any questions, Mr. Bhante. It's been,
Okay.
I think I came to you last year, somewhere around the same time.
Yes, I remember you.
You gave me a
And
lot of,
Rama Reddy told me that you'll join.
yes, and
Shamagaram.
it's been fantastic. I really want to thank you for giving me these tips. And the gentleman, Mr. Friedman, the question that he was asking looked very similar to me. This was the same problem that I came to you 1 year back, and it's been fantastic. So thank you very, very much.
You are very welcome, Mr. Balaji. You are very welcome. So I think Mega, Miss Meg,
Oh,
do you have
yes.
any question?
This is my first time joining.
Yes.
So, I don't know the proper.
Oh, welcome
technique,
to the program.
Thank you. I enjoyed it. I'm not sure if I'm just doing it right, but I tried.
All right, that's fine. First day. So, what is your question, Mrs. Megan?
Oh, I just like to, if you could go shortly over how to breathe properly, that would be helpful, but maybe we don't have time.
All right. So you need the basic meditation instructions in brief, right?
Yes.
All right. So what you need to do is sit according to a posture that makes you relax and that you can sit for a long time. Then after that, so keep your back always straight and be aware that about your back all the time, right? So when you do meditation technique, to make your whole mind awake, you have to be aware about your back. So make it straight, then neck straight, head straight, then right palm on your left palm, then close your eyes, right? And relax. Don't do meditation at once. What you need to do is you need to relax, because so you are distracted by various kinds of things before you sit for the meditation. So you should give your mind time to stay to relax for a while. Then after that, then you can focus your you can focus your attention. You can pay your attention to the breath. So when the breath is coming in, don't go with the breath all the way inside. Just observe it up to the end of your nostrils. End of your nostrils, it will touch here and will go inside. Just observe up to the end of your nostrils. When it is coming out, again, it will touch the very area and will go outside. So be aware. Now it is going outside. Now it is coming inside again. So like that, you are aware. And at the same time, gradually when you develop, you will understand that there are breaths which are long. There are breaths which are short. When you feel a long breath, be aware, now my breath is long. Sometimes you feel breaths which are short. At such times, be aware that my breath is short right now. The present, right now, experience of my breath is short right now. Some breaths are gross. Be aware and don't try. Sometimes maybe that breath is uncomfortable, but still don't go to change it. Don't go to dislike it. Welcome as you welcome the other breaths. So sometimes later on you will feel the soft breath too. Welcome, try to welcome it in the same way that you welcome. Try to welcome the gross breath just like you welcome the soft breath. So make it balanced. Try to make it balanced, because it is what it is. Let it be natural. Let it be what it is. This breath is not yours. It is according to the natural conditions of your body, breath is coming in and going out. It is doing what it wants to do. So if you go to control it, you are not meditating. So let it do what it is doing, and your job is just to observe and focus. So just welcome and observe. When it comes in, it's a gross one. When it is going out, right, it's a soft one. Be aware. Keep on being aware from moment to moment, from breath to breath. Each and every breath, you are not going to experience it twice. Right. Right. So, right. So please practice like that. Accept the present reality of your breath as it is. That is so much important. Don't try to make it another thing. Don't wish it to be another thing. Try to make the balance of your mind. Try to develop the balance of your mind. Whatever the experience it is, it will help you. That balance of mind which you develop during the meditation will help you throughout the day-to-day activities that you do. Throughout the day-to-day activities. So ups and downs are bound to come in outside world. When you develop this, the ability to face them with the balance of mind within the meditation, it is later on you will feel so much easier to face problems. Whatever the problems that come, you will face them easier. So, I remember, now this is not the time, something related to this topic was told by the meditator that I met yesterday. So, what is the most important thing is, develop that balance of mind here. So welcome the present experience of your breath as it is, and don't try to wish another thing. Let it be, welcome it as it is, not according to a imagination that you have, right? Please practice like that. Sonal, you have a question?
Yes,
Very
Swami.
nice.
So right now you were
Yes.
explaining about this breath. So like I do have one question regarding the same. So sometimes when we practice anapana, so like your breath becomes so slow. So like you can feel that it is like becoming very slow and deep. Like so right now, so when you realize your breath is becoming something different, it's not regular one, so do we need to keep as it is, or like do we need to take a deep breath again just to make that breath your normal? But you were saying
No.
you just need to make it
Yeah,
as it
don't try to change it. Please, Sonal, accept. So always this breath is changing.
Mhm.
So according to the inner conditions, according to the outer conditions, breath is changing. So if you go to change the pattern of your breath, then you are going to depress. So this is something physical, and you are trying to control it mentally. So
Okay.
let the physical thing be physical, and let the natural thing to be natural. So according to various kinds of mentalities and inner conditions and outer conditions, it will change, and let it change. Just keep on being aware the current breath, the present breath. If it is changing, you are experiencing, so you are an experienced meditator. So you will realize that gradually, when breath is at first, you will feel a gross breath. Later on, you will realize that in reality, gradually, from breath to breath, the grossness is dissolving and a softness is arising. So let it change. Don't go to change it. Let it change all by itself. Your job is just to observe, just to focus. That's it.
Okay. Okay.
Don't try to interfere.
Okay.
Yes. Got it, Sonal?
Yes.
Yes. Very
Thank
nice. Right. Pragati, do you have any question? Rahul?
Yes. So during stressful times, when
Yes,
we have
you can
too
present.
many- can you hear me, Bante? Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you now.
Yeah. So during
Yes.
stressful times when we have too many thoughts, how can we have better meditation experience and focus better?
Right. That's why I told you. That's why I told you to apply the very mindfulness, very concentration that you develop in your day-to-day life. So you can't do 1,000 things at one time. One time is one time. At one time you do one work. Even though you have thousands of works filed together. When you deal right now, you deal with one thing. Don't think about all the other works that you have done. I think I told this to Rahul too once. So don't think about all the works that you have already done, and don't think about the works that you have to do. Right now, focus on this thing. That's what I told you at the beginning too, to keep boundaries.
Yes.
So some people, they don't keep boundaries. So 5 o'clock they finish work, but they bring the work home. Then they don't have a home life, family life. So always, then that life which has no any boundary, it is a thing which is out of control. Yes, at home sometimes you have to indulge with those matters, but you should not give the whole time of your home time to this. At 5 o'clock, when you finish work, you are done. When you come to your home, you come with clean hands. At that time, you have family time. When you go to work again, that is work time, not the family time or home time. You don't think about this, you focus on this. So, if you feel so much stressful at such times, please stop and try to feel the breath for a while. Try to feel the breath for a while and let everything go away while standing. While standing, try to be aware. And if you don't have much time, even to stop like that, stop and observe for a while, then if you have to do the work immediately at such times, so while you are doing the work, at the very same time, try to feel the touch of the breath too. Both of you are now experienced meditators, so you can do that, I know. So feel the touch of the breath while you are doing that action. So the mind won't wander everywhere and it will stay focused. It will help you to stay focused with the work that you are doing at that moment. Will it help, Pragati?
So more than the work,
Hello?
it is. Can you hear me, Bante? Now? Hello. Yeah. So more than
Excuse
the
me?
work, if there is some kind of emotion, like if there is some mishap in the family, and one is very much engrossed in some kind of emotion.
I can't hear you.
Can you hear me now, Bante?
Uh, yes, I can hear you right now.
Yeah, so more than the day-to-day
Yes,
work, if it is related to some kind of emotion because of some kind of mishap in the family, and one is very much engaged in that, then how do one disconnect and
all
focus
right.
on breath?
All right. That is one thing, another thing about boundary. So recently somebody came to me and so told me about his sister. So he's worried about her. I taught something which changed him. So by that it helped him. So there is a boundary that you can go, even for a family member. If that person is doing bad and things are not going in the right way, you can advise and help according to your ability. But you can't do the whole thing for that person. So you need to know the boundary. And your life is your life, their life is their life. So yeah, following you, having the helps that you are doing, having the supports of you, and following the right track is their thing.
Right.
Just give them the advices and just let them go in their path. You
Right.
can't control them. So don't. This is something that other people's misery inside into you, and then you ruin your family too. So you always, all of us have a boundary. Don't pass that boundary, and don't try to be sorrowful on something that you cannot control. The other person is another person, even though that person is your mother, father, sister, brother, or anybody. You have a limit, you have a boundary. Beyond that boundary, it's out of your control. If you worry about the things that are out of your control, that is a foolishness. So wisely, you give them the advices, you do the helps that you can do, that's it. But you don't worry, you don't become sorrowful because of a person's responsibility that you cannot control. That
Makes
person's yeah, I think Pragati got it. Did you understand?
Yes, Vante. Can you hear me? Yes, that makes sense. Thank you so
Oh,
much, Vante.
yes, I can hear you. Yes. So don't get the other people's troubles into you. Just do your help, give your guidance, and that's it.
Makes sense.
Yes,
Thank you
next.
so much.
Yes, Mr. Hoaj. Yes.
You had mentioned, Bante, several weeks ago how using this technique that we are learning helps with mindfulness in all of our daily life. You know, if it's brushing our
Yes.
teeth or walking, simple physiological things, as well as socio-emotional things, that if we are mindful and present in the very moment,
Yes.
that we will enjoy and be balanced and present, and probably more wise, because we're just in the moment and appreciating the now. So I would like you just to see if you can expand or expound a little more on how our concentration meditation can help us in those things, especially in our emotional control or emotional balance.
Oh, yes. So, yes. So, if you mindfulness that you develop in your day-to-day life, so it's your mindfulness is not improving. So you need to apply, definitely. Especially negativities, they are more powerful than all the positive thoughts that we do have. So it is so much important to be aware when there is a negative thought inside. If not, what will happen is when there is a fire, you throw away petrol to the fire thinking it is the water. It is the thing which is to get rid of this fire, the gasoline. So you throw gasoline. If you are not mindful, what you are doing is something like that. So you are angry, if you are not aware, if you are denying, if you are not taking initial steps mindfully, if you are not mindful, if you don't understand that it is impermanent, if you act with this anger, then if you keep on clinging to this anger, it will destroy me. Then what will happen is, if you are such mindfulness, then what will happen is your life will ruin. Sometimes people who are very serene, who are nice people, for most of the moments in life, sometimes they do some harmful things out of anger, due to quick temper. Some people even can kill. What happened to what kind of people? They didn't have the awareness. At such kind of moment, they didn't have the awareness about their condition, their emotion, their negative emotion. So always it is so much important to apply the mindfulness that you develop in your day-to-day things, day-to-day emotions, and when you feel them, so be aware and understand that this is also bound to pass away. Let it be an anger, let it be a peacefulness, let it be happiness, let it be unhappiness, let it be jealousy, let it be a sympathetic joy. So whatever the emotion it is, all the emotions, they arise to pass away. When negative emotions arise, be aware and try to get rid of them. Think the opposite. Try to be understanding that this is dangerous. When you see a rattlesnake, you get away from that path, because if it bites you, you are bound to die. Just like that, when you feel anger, it is just like a rattlesnake on the road that you are walking. So get rid of it. Come out of the road. So there are so many such kind of rattlesnakes, like jealousy, ill will, anger, then too much pride, vanity. Then there are thousands of such kind of negative emotions. Whenever they arise, be aware and try think the opposite, think the positive way. Understand that this is impermanent, this is dangerous. Let me come out of it. So then then what will happen is, the more you do that, the more you keep on observing them, the more you keep on reacting them, understanding that they are impermanent, and understand that they are dangerous, the power of those negativities go down, their power goes lower and lower and lower, and the positivities of you, they become stronger and stronger and stronger. Then you will have a life of a life with much peace and much happiness, and it will help you to develop in the Dhamma path and finally to attain the ultimate bliss of peace. Did you understand, Mr. Huat?
Yes, Bhante. I remember one of your lectures on loving kindness when you're speaking of this.
Yes.
And that's one way that we can really vanquish the dukkha is with loving kindness, mudita, metta, and the other two, upanaka. We have tools, you are saying, to once we're able to focus and be mindful, we can start using that loving energy and that
yes,
kindness to even greet dukkha.
Yes, very nice. Yes. So then such kind of so this is not the time to elaborate the whole thing.
Right.
Now it's almost 9:45, I think. So right. So all such kind of positive emotions, they get empowered. Let it be loving kindness, let it be compassion, let it be forgiving ability, let it be anything. All those positivities, they become so developed. Determination and your effort and your courage, everything. Your tolerance, everything. So please practice so ardently. It is for you. It is not for me. So please practice very, very ardently, very, very ardently for yourself. Right. Right.
Thank you,
So
Bhante.
no, yeah, no more questions. This is the time to conclude. Now, if you have another question, if you have any other question which is so much troubling, to can come out of it. Right. So now please think. Together all of us gathered here and practice this very non-sectarian, beautiful meditation practice and accumulated a lot of positive energy. By the power of this positive energy, may all of you be well, be happy, be peaceful. May all the things that you do in life, may all those things become so successful. Practicing the Dhamma very ardently, very consciously. Real happiness, purification of mind, Nibbana. Good night to everyone. May all the good happen to you. Please concentrate.
Sadhu, sadhu,
Abhivadana
sadhu.
silisa nityang baddha pachaino chattaro dhamma vaddanti ayuvagno sukhang balang ayurarogya sampatti sagga sampatti mevacha ato nibbana sampatti iminati samijjatu.
Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu.
May you
Sadhu,
all be
sadhu,
well.
sadhu.
May you all be happy. May you all be very peaceful. Sadhu,
Sadhu.
sadhu,
Sadhu, sadhu.
Thank you, Bhante.
Good night, everyone.
It's so
May
Good
all
night,
of
happy
you be
Hamdruni.
very good night.
Thank you,
Good,
Ham.
Good night to everyone. Good night.
good night,
Good
Hamdruni.
night.
Thank you. Everyone, Saranai.
Devang Sadhu.
Good night, friends.
Tiruvan Sadhu. Me happy, Mr. Watt.